A continuación, CPS News.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to CPS News, the only local televised news, all in English, and the news that, as we like to say, that speaks your language. No, we're not the World Cup, but we're almost as fun as interesting, I promise you. But we will be talking about the World Cup today. But I'm glad to have you here, taking a little break from football/soccer. And who else who has World Cup fever and sitting next to me? You!
Yes, I do. Hi, Brent.
Hi.
Hello. Thanks for being here today. We do this once a week. Yes, once a week. Lots of information to cover today. Everything is about Puerto Vallarta and the Bay Area. So stay tuned and get informed.
All right. And so with that, let's jump into the headlines, and then we're going to get going with the news. So let's go.
Tonight on CPS News,
Almost forgot about coming back
restaurants
to
and
me.
bars face fines of up to 29 million pesos for showing World Cup matches without a commercial broadcast license. Mexico opens the World Cup with a 2-0 win over South Africa, and Puerto Vallarta's Vibra Jalisco fan zone packed in over 1,500 fans for the opener. Vehicle theft on the rise in Puerto Vallarta. Nearly 60% of residents say they feel unsafe in the city. Mexico relocation expert Des from My Destination joins us with a warning. Immigration rules have changed, and the old playbook no longer applies. Puerto Vallarta's Tourism Trust spent over 50 million pesos on advertising this year, but refuses to reveal which influencers it paid and how much. Sewage flowed into the Kaleli Lagoon for months. A councilwoman says it was stopped simply by plugging a pipe. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
All right, first up tonight, Puerto Vallarta authorities are stepping up security efforts across the city's busiest areas to help ensure the safety of residents, businesses, and of course visitors. The Municipal Public Safety Department has reinforced preventive surveillance operations at banks, shopping centers, and key tourist zones throughout Puerto Vallarta. Officials say the increased police presence is designed to deter criminal activity, strengthen the public's safety, and provide a safer environment for both locals and the thousands of tourists visiting our destination. The ongoing operations include regular patrols and strategic monitoring in high-traffic areas, particularly where financial transactions and commercial activities are being conducted. Authorities are encouraging residents and visitors to remain aware of their surroundings and report any suspicious activity to local law enforcement. Puerto Vallarta continues to prioritize security as one of Mexico's leading tourist destinations, especially during periods of increased visitor activity. Thank you so much to Guadalupe Arce for our first story tonight.
And speaking of watching out, you probably heard about this. It's not a rumor. If you're a business owner planning to cash in on the World Cup crowd, there's something you need to know before you turn on that TV.
As World Cup fever takes over Mexico, restaurants and bars are being warned that showing matches to customers is not as simple as turning on the TV. The FIFA World Cup's public broadcast rights are strictly controlled, and businesses that want to legally screen the games must obtain a commercial license. Depending on the size and type of venue, those licenses can cost roughly 4,000 to 13,000 pesos. Authorities warn that establishments showing matches without the proper authorization could face severe penalties, with fines that may reach up to 29 million pesos under Mexican intellectual property laws. The message is clear. Before inviting fans to watch the world's biggest soccer tournament, restaurant owners should make sure they have the right to show the games. For fans, the match may only last 90 minutes, but the consequences of an illegal broadcast could last much longer. With information from Milenio Noticias, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
And it's not just local businesses paying attention to security during the World Cup. The U.S. Embassy is also asking its citizens to be extra careful while traveling in Mexico for the tournament. And Joe has the rest of the story.
World Cup travel alert. As millions of fans prepare to travel for the FIFA World Cup in Mexico, the U.S. Embassy has issued a travel alert for American citizens, encouraging them to take extra precautions during their visit. The embassy recommends that travelers stay aware of their surroundings, use trusted transportation, keep their personal belongings secure, and avoid displaying large amounts of cash or expensive items. Visitors are also advised to monitor local news, follow instructions from authorities, and have emergency contact information readily available. With large crowds expected throughout the tournament, officials say preparation and awareness will be key to enjoying a safe World Cup experience. The message is simple: celebrate the beautiful game, enjoy Mexico's hospitality, but make smart decisions both on and off the field. With national information from Millennial, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
All right, and speaking of making smart decisions, if you have been thinking about upgrading your space, now is a great time to do it. And all with Cerámicas Exclusivas. Oh yes. They have just opened their new Puerto Vallarta location, and trust me, once you walk through those doors, you're going to want to redo every floor and wall in your home. They have stunning ceramic, tiles, exclusive designs, and a team that actually knows what they're talking about. So go check them out. You won't be disappointed. Their brand new location is right on Carretera Las Palmas 235, Colonia Las Juntas. That's in Puerto Vallarta, of course. And you can have more information if you follow Cerámicas Exclusivas on social media or call them at 33 13 18 27 78. Cerámicas Exclusivas, the perfect choice for exceptional projects.
All right, good stuff from Cerámicas Exclusivas, of course. I know we talk about them often, which is great. I mean, some of our staff has even remodeled their home with it, Dave the Sports Guy. All right, so, hey, before we move on, let's have some fun and not at just Dave's expense.
It's that time of day already?
It is,
oh
isn't
my
it?
Gosh,
Isn't it already time for fun? I don't know. Am I wrong?
True.
Am I right?
You're right.
True.
You're right.
I mean, we're moving fast, so maybe we just slow down a little. All right, so with that, let's talk about On This Day, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Take it
Okay.
away.
Here we go. Number one is it's Justice for Janitors Day.
Justice for them, yes.
Yes, raise your mops, raise your broom, justice for janitors. If you see a janitor today, make sure they're being justiced. I don't know where to go with that one. Okay, justice for janitor. Next up is, this is a good one, you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
It's National Kiss a Wookiee Day.
Oh,
So
kiss a Wookiee. What's a Wookiee? I don't know.
Star Wars. You remember?
Oh,
I can't do that very well.
Yes.
That guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where
so-
did you find one?
Well, that's the question. Like, I've been looking around today because I just wanted to kiss a Wookiee, and I've not seen a Wookiee today at all.
Interesting.
Have you seen a Wookiee?
Not at all.
Or a
I'll
janitor?
let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, maybe you could just kiss a janitor.
Kiss a janitor day, and then they'll want justice. I don't know. All right, so if you see a Wookiee today, kiss the Wookiee.
There you go.
Yeah, get a step stool though, they're very tall. Last but not least, it is also on a more serious note, well, sort of, it's Global Wind Day.
Oh, that's true.
We could use more wind for sure. It is hot,
It's so
hot today.
hot.
So Global Wind Day, we appreciate you, wind. We appreciate you, Wookiees and janitors. We see you.
There you go. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And what I have for On This Day is that today is day number 166.
I love the countdown.
And we only have 199 days left. So there's that. Also, it's World Elder Abuse Awareness Day.
Oh,
so,
good,
you know,
good. Very
let's
serious.
take a moment to honor and protect our seniors.
Yep, I love that. No, I love that. That's a good one. There's nothing funny. That's great.
All right.
Don't abuse the elders. And today's the day, especially don't do it.
All right.
Okay.
And then also is, you're going to like this one.
I'm ready.
Nature Photography Day.
Ooh, I do like
Shout
that
out
one.
to my nature photographer, my favorite nature photographer, which is Laura Lane.
Oh, that's your favorite. Wow, Laura.
Yeah, she's a good one. But yeah, you know, great chance to take some pictures, grab a camera, and I mean, we live in paradise, so it's easy to get a good picture. Now, also back in 1752, in a day like today, Benjamin Franklin conducted his famous kite experiment.
Oh, the key and the kite.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Glad he survived.
There's that.
It seems kind of dangerous.
And then for a Mexican, on this date, a day like today, but in 1910, the Mexican Red Cross was founded. And so, kudos to the Mexican Red Cross. They help so much.
Always got the good ones. And I love the count up / count down. I love that
it
one.
too.
On a day like today, there's 165 more days to go. I love it.
199.
Yeah, 199 to go. We're working our way there, then we start over again. I love it. Nicely done, Jesse. Nicely done. All right. Make sure you stick around because we're going to come right back. We've got more stories ahead of you, more information you want to know. Of course, we've got sports, so don't go anywhere because it's time for a commercial. See you in a minute.
We'll be back.
Welcome back, everybody, to CPS News. And now we're going to move on to our next story tonight. And this one hits close to home for anyone who cares about the safety of the children in our community.
As the world celebrates the FIFA World Cup 2026, a powerful movement in Mexico is reminding everyone that protecting children must be part of the game plan. More than 20 civil organizations, foundations, companies, and community leaders have launched the campaign Get Informed, Empathize, and Protect to prevent child violence and sexual exploitation during a period of increased tourism and large crowds. The campaign aims to give families, teachers, businesses, and citizens the tools to recognize warning signs, prevent abuse, and safely report possible cases. Organizers say child sexual violence often happens in places close to victims' homes and can occur both in person and through digital platforms. They warn that major international events can increase risks due to the movement of large numbers of people. Through a free digital library accessed by QR code, the campaign provides educational materials and prevention resources. While the world's attention may be on the stadiums and the scoreboards, organizers say the safety and innocence of children should never be left off the field. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thank you, Maria. That's important information. Please be on the lookout. Now, staying on the topic of public safety here in Vallarta, new numbers are out on vehicle theft in the city, and the trend is now moving in the right direction. Let's listen to Joe. He has all of the details.
New security figures reveal that vehicle theft continues to be a concern in Puerto Vallarta. According to official data from Mexico's National Public Security System, 60 vehicles were reported stolen between January 1st and April 30th of 2026. Nearly the same number as the 61 cases reported during the same period last year. Motorcycle theft remains an even bigger problem, with 69 motorcycles stolen in the first 4 months of 2026, despite a decrease compared to the 95 cases reported in 2025. Overall, authorities documented 389 robberies in different categories so far this year, adding to growing concerns among residents about public safety. Recent surveys show the perception of insecurity in Puerto Vallarta has risen sharply, with nearly 60% of residents saying they feel unsafe in the city. Residents are encouraged to take precautions and report suspicious activity to authorities. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
And vehicle theft is not the only crime raising concerns in the Bahia de Banderas region. Businesses are now facing a different kind of threat. And that threat is, hey guys, Do it again. Yeah, they didn't move the teleprompter. I tried to find it. Okay, uno más tiempo. What? I don't know what happened. Chino. Okay, it's not Chino? All right, Chino, you're innocent. Okay, let me know when to go again. And vehicle theft is not the only crime raising concerns in Bahía de Banderas. Businesses are now facing a different kind of threat, one that disrupts operations and leaves stores in the dark. Authorities and business leaders are warning about a growing trend targeting the electrical infrastructure of commercial establishments. There we go. Maria has all the details.
A new type of crime is impacting convenience stores, supermarkets, and commercial chains across Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. Criminals are targeting electrical systems, stealing copper wiring, fuses, and other key components, leaving businesses without power and forcing temporary closures. According to the Metropolitan Alliance for Security and Commerce, known as AMESIC, the first cases appeared in late 2025 and have since become a recurring problem. Beyond the stolen materials, businesses face damaged electrical equipment, spoiled refrigerated products, lost sales, and repair costs estimated between 5,000 and 7,000 pesos per incident. The thefts have occurred at all hours of the day, prompting business leaders to call on authorities to increase surveillance and prevent more establishments from becoming targets of this growing criminal trend. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Now, moving on from one transparency issue to another, this next story raises some real questions about how public money is being spent to promote Puerto Vallarta.
Questions rise over tourism promotion spending in Puerto Vallarta. Questions are being raised over how public money is being spent to promote Puerto Vallarta through influencers and public figures. Following a formal transparency request, the Puerto Vallarta Tourism Promotion Trust, known as Visita, declined to reveal the names, social media accounts, payments, travel expenses, or publication dates of influencers involved in campaigns during 2025 and 2026. The agency argued that it does not generally hire influencers directly, but instead works through public relations agencies. Official records show that in 2025, Visita spent more than 8 million pesos on PR agencies and nearly 32 million pesos on cooperative advertising campaigns. For 2026, the advertising budget has increased to more than 50 million pesos. The lack of detailed information has sparked concerns about transparency in how tourism promotion funds are being managed. With information from Carolina Gomez, I'm Joe Wasik, CPS News.
What do you think about this issue? I just think it's another type of media. You know, it's like TV, radio, web, print, social media, and with that come the influencers. It's a new era. It's great to use them. You know, they just need to be transparent about the costs. And talking finances, why don't I tell you about Capital Bank? Capital Bank is redefining banking in Puerto Vallarta, designed for expats, investors, and seasonal residents who expect more privacy, more discretion, and real personal service. Also, enjoy personalized deposits, withdrawals, and direct access, all with competitive, transparent returns. No lines, no complexity, just smart, effortless banking. Visit Capital Bank in Sayulita, Flamingo, Zona Romantica, or Marina Vallarta, or just call them at 322-209-0696. Capital Bank finances without complications.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, coming up next, teachers took to the streets of Puerto Vallarta just hours before the World Cup kicked off. Did you wonder what was going on that day? Well, Maria has the story.
From the Puerto Vallarta region, join nationwide demonstrations organized by the National Coordinator of Education Workers, known as the CNTE, in support of educators protesting in Mexico City. The march took place just hours before the opening of the FIFA World Cup, with Mexico serving as one of the host nations. The group marched from the area near Sam's Club through several main streets until reaching the Plaza de Armas in downtown Puerto Vallarta, where participants expressed their demands and called on authorities to address the concerns of the teaching sector. The demonstration also passed through the government's World Cup fan zone, where residents and visitors had gathered to watch the tournament's matches. The march was part of a broader national movement aimed at bringing attention to the educators' ongoing demands. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thanks, Maria. Now a word from our sponsor, Soliva. In Marina Vallarta is a pre-sale development designed for those who understand smart investing and elevated living. With a prime location, strong appreciation potential, and thoughtfully designed spaces, Soliva is where your lifestyle and your portfolio grow together. Imagine waking up surrounded by comfort, design, and everything Puerto Vallarta has to offer. Schedule your showroom visit today at 322-183-3411. Soliva, elevate your life.
All right, so while you're elevating your life during a commercial, you're definitely going to come back. Our next segment, I believe, is going to be Des, and she's going to be talking about relocation and all things about importing yourself into Mexico and just doing better all around, so you're not going to want to go anywhere.
Yep, stay tuned. We have more information for you only on CPS News.
Welcome back, everybody, to CPS News. Now, if you're an expat living here in Mexico or you've been dreaming about making the move, well, pay close attention to this next segment because the rules have changed and what worked a few years ago may not work anymore. Let's go with Des with a reality check.
Hola a todos, it's Des with My Destination, your Mexico relocation expert. And today I wanted to talk about something that is causing a lot of confusion, stress, and honestly panic right now for future expats who are moving to Mexico. The new reality of Mexican residency in 2026. Because here's the truth. Mexico immigration is not operating like the old days anymore. And a lot of people are still planning their move based on outdated information they saw on YouTube, Facebook groups, or from expats who moved here years ago under completely different conditions. For example, a lot of people still think they'll automatically receive a 180-day tourist visa when they come on arrival. Canje is quick and easy, and all I&M offices operate the same. Family unity works consistently everywhere, and they just figure it out as they go. This is no longer the reality. Now first, I do want to say this very clearly. Moving to Mexico is still absolutely possible. People are still successfully relocating every single day. But the process has become much more strategic, document heavy, office specific, and timeline sensitive than it used to be. And honestly, one of the biggest mistakes that people are making right now is assuming that every immigration office in Mexico behaves the same way, because they don't. I recently spent hours speaking with immigration attorneys across multiple states in Mexico, and one thing became very clear. There is no longer one universal Mexican immigration experience. Different offices now have different timelines, different document requirements, different acceptance standards, and even different tolerance levels from the same name discrepancies. For example, some offices may accept supporting name change documentation, old IDs, apostilled marriage certificates, divorce records, or historical records showing how someone's name has changed over time. Other offices, they're reportedly accept nothing unless the name matches 100% over a lifetime. That means no affidavits, no explanations, no exceptions. And this is becoming a huge issue right now for people who are married applicants, divorced applicants, remarried applicants, or honestly, anyone who has changed their name over the last 10, 20, or 30 years. Because many people do not still have those same old historical documents sitting around in a filing cabinet somewhere. Now, another major change people need to understand is that Kanhei timelines are becoming much longer in many areas. Some offices are still super fast. Others are taking weeks, a month, and sometimes even longer. And this is where things get really complicated for expats because many people are trying to coordinate everything at the same time. Their residency, Kanhei, family unity, Menaje de Casa, international shipping, housing, banking, and their final move to Mexico, all while still working jobs in the US or Canada. So what used to happen a year ago was people would fly into Mexico for a quick scouting trip. They would do their neighborhood tours, start residency, complete Kanhei, fly home, and then come back later fully ready to move. That strategy is becoming much riskier now, especially because many offices now require proof of address, more documentation, longer timelines, and stricter review processes. And here's another huge point that people need to understand. 180-day tourist entries are no longer guaranteed. This is probably one of the biggest misunderstandings that I'm seeing online right now. Some people still receive 180 days. Others receive 30, 45, 60, or 90 days. And honestly, even immigration attorneys across Mexico are acknowledging that there no longer seems to be one perfectly consistent nationwide standard. So building your entire relocation strategy around, oh, I'll just get 180 days, is becoming increasingly dangerous. And this is exactly why planning matters now more than ever. Because today, moving to Mexico successfully often requires coordinating immigration strategy, shipping timelines, menaje de casa, housing logistics, financial planning, and legal documentation all together. And honestly, this is exactly why my relocation services exist. Because the reality is, most people are not immigration experts. They're families trying to build a better life. They're retirees, they're remote workers, they're people burned out from the US, people chasing affordability, peace, sunshine, freedom, or a slower pace of life. And what they need is not more panic. They need strategy. They need realistic guidance, and they need someone helping them understand which office makes sense, which attorneys make sense, what timelines are realistic, and what documents they need, and how to avoid creating very expensive mistakes. Because right now, the people having the smoothest transitions to Mexico are not the people winging it from Facebook groups. They are the people planning strategically before they arrive. Some of my clients are fully DIY and just need a consultation. Others want full executive level relocation support, coordinating everything from residency, shipping, housing, healthcare, banking, and long-term relocation planning. Everything I do is customized because every family, every timeline, every city, and every immigration situation is completely different. So if you're considering moving to Mexico and want help building a realistic relocation strategy, you can find me at www.mydestination.com or follow me at MyDestination across all social media. And as always, I'll keep sharing real-world information to help you move to Mexico the easy way. Back to you, Brent and Jesse.
So nice to see Des, and she always has really important information. And if you know someone who's thinking about making that move to Mexico, have them check out mydestination.com. Remember, destination with a Z. It could save them a lot of stress. Now, closer to home, neighbors here in Linda Vista, Océano are very frustrated, and they made sure to show up and be heard this week. Let's check it out.
Neighbors protest over abandoned and aggressive dogs in Puerto Vallarta. Residents of the Linda Vista Océano neighborhood gathered outside the Animal Control Center this week to demand action over the growing number of abandoned and aggressive dogs in the area. Neighbors reported multiple dog attacks, including incidents involving stray animals and pets whose owners allow them to roam freely. The problem has persisted for years as people continue abandoning dogs near the overcrowded shelter. Animal Welfare Director Citlali Peña met with residents and requested that every attack or incident be officially reported so authorities can issue warnings and, if necessary, fines to irresponsible owners. Officials took action on 2 dogs during the protest and also announced that security cameras near the facility would be repaired to identify people who abandon animals. Authorities continue promoting sterilization campaigns and adoption as the main solutions, emphasizing that the city does not support euthanizing animals in its care. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Yeah, addressing community challenges like that often require a proactive approach. But now let's move on. Now we're going to talk a little bit about healthcare. We have a sponsored message from Hospital Hoya. Let's hear it from Jesse.
Yes, the most valuable player is you. Take charge of your health with a comprehensive medical checkup at Hospital Hoya Marina. This special package includes a general medical consultation, nutritional assessment, electrocardiogram, complete laboratory testing, chest x-ray, and more, all designed to help you stay at the top of your game. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Invest in your health today. Call 322-226-1010 to schedule your appointment. Hospital Hoya Marina, caring for your health is what they do best. This is valid until June 30th, and restrictions do apply, and it cannot be combined with any other promotions or discounts.
Good stuff, Jesse. And we're about to go to commercial, but you're not going to want to go anywhere. I know I always say that, but I'm serious. This time,
Stay there.
I know. Don't move. Just never move. This time, it's David Sports Guy is coming back. He's going to be with us. He's going to talk about that little worldwide sporting event. What's it again?
Lots of World Cup.
Something with a round ball and kicking. I don't know what it is. But don't go anywhere. I'm sure there's going to be some World Cup news and much, much more. See you in a minute. CPS News. Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you stuck with me because I say it at every single break, and you just do it. I love that. But it's time for sports.
It's time for sports with David, the sports guy. He's got such cool information today. Love it. Lots of World Cup.
Lots going on.
Oh,
if you're not aware, there's some stuff happening. So yeah.
I like how specific you are.
Yes, I know.
Don't give it away.
No, I know.
Could
It's
be World
best
Cup.
kept secret. Oh, you ruined it for everyone.
All right, let's spoilers aside, let's hear what you got.
All right. Okay, sports fans, if you have not been paying attention to what is happening on these fields, you are missing out. We are living in World Cup season right now, and Puerto Vallarta is doing a pretty good job of trying to be right in the middle of it all. Let's get into it. After days of uncertainty about whether it would even open, the Vibra Jalisco fan zone in Puerto Vallarta finally threw open its doors just in time for Mexico's World Cup debut. Set up on the grounds of Pensiones del Estado, right across from the Agustin Flores Contreras Sports Complex, this place was packed right off the hop. Families, friends, tourists from all over, hundreds of fans showed up early to grab a good spot. And the green jerseys everywhere. Flags, horns, the works. Just pure football energy. Doors opened just after 10 in the morning under a full security operation, and the crowd just kept growing, filling up shaded areas under big canopies set up to block the sun. No outside food or drinks are allowed, the idea being to support local vendors and entrepreneurs set up inside the venue. And that space is going to be active for 41 days straight. This is the place to be for the World Cup here in Vallarta. And now, how much did all of this cost? How about 60 million pesos? That investment came from Puerto Vallarta's Tourism Trust, and it covers a lot more than just the World Cup. The Vibra Jalisco Dome is staying put for 6 months after the tournament wraps, right through the middle of December. Here's what that 60 million gets you. Transmission rights for 50 of the 104 World Cup matches, all necessary FIFA permits, the installation of that dome structure at the Ipayao grounds, and depending on how it's configured, that dome holds anywhere from 200 to 700 people. Now, the transmission rights were purchased for up to 1,000 people, but on opening day for Mexico versus South Africa, they clocked roughly 1,500 fans inside watching. The entire Vibra Jalisco complex is designed for up to 7,000 people. The State Entertainment Agency confirmed the Dome will host concerts and shows, including content for kids and teens, using 360-degree projection that wraps around the entire curved ceiling. Completely surrounding the audience, completely free and open to the public. Artists confirmed so far: Jimena Sariñana, DJ Tadeo Fernandez, The Criminal Sounds, El Cartel de los Hippopotamus, Paulina Ricci, Save the Rabbits, and Jalisco Tourism Secretary Michelle Friedman also teased that Los Auténticos Decadentes are on their way. Not a bad lineup. All right, let's run through the scores because there has been a lot of action. On Saturday, it was Qatar and Switzerland, a 1-1 tie game. Brazil and Morocco, also a 1-1 tie game. And Scotland edged Haiti 1-0. On Sunday, Australia beat Turkey 2-0. Germany crushed Curacao 7-1. That's the biggest margin of victory in the tournament so far, but they are a powerhouse team. The Netherlands and Japan played to a 2-2 draw. And from the earlier opening round results, you already know because we all watched Mexico dominate South Africa 2-0 in the tournament opener. Looking ahead this week, mark your calendars. Today we've had Spain versus Cape Verde at 0-0, or 1-1? Was it? 0-0, sorry. And Belgium versus Egypt, Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay, and Iran versus New Zealand. Thursday the 18th, we have host nation Canada versus Qatar, and of course, the marquee match of the week, it's Mexico versus South Korea. That one is going to bring out the green jerseys again, and you can count on it. And we have to wait until Friday for the United States versus Australia. That is your World Cup rundown for today. Some scores, some action, and reminders of who is worth watching this week. We are footballed out, so let's kick it back to Jesse and Brent.
Thank you so much.
See what I did there with kick it back?
Yes, very good.
Well, especially when you have to tell us the joke again. See what I did there? You get it?
I thought it was pretty
we got it. That was
love
very,
that.
very
I was
good.
typing and I'm like, oh, this will be good. I like
Good
that.
job being timely on the scores as
Thank you.
well.
Yeah.
Nicely,
I know
nicely.
you guys
for
are
the
not so into soccer, but I think you should really get into it. It's super fun, you guys. Let's all go to the fan zone. Let's all go to the fan zone this week or next week.
You going to be there on the
sometime.
18th?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be a great idea.
Maybe we'll
Let's
all
do
be
it.
there. Come out
I'll
and see
be
us.
watching the game. I don't know if
game.
I'll go to the fan zone, but it's definitely something to look at.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It's a good party. All right. Well, let's move on. And thank you so much, Dave, for that exciting World Cup update. Now, shifting from the action on the pitch to your well-being, let's learn more about the My Health program from Hospitan.
Good program. I would recommend it to anybody new that's coming to Puerto Vallarta, in that I've been a member here for almost 8 years. We have a lot of meetings here once a month where we get to meet and interact with other members and also to share common concerns regarding health. And the facilities and care here at Hospitan is really excellent in Puerto Vallarta. The doctors are all very personable. They're very approachable and easy to speak to. And whenever I've had any utilization of services here at the hospital, it's been a perfect experience. I highly recommend it and encourage you all to take part in my health program.
Okay, call 322-226-2080 to book your appointment or visit them at Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio, 3970. Good information to keep in mind. Now, let's turn to Mr. Lane. He has our next story tonight. What do you have for us, Brent?
Mr. Lane, so formal. Okay, I've got beachgoers and drivers in Bahia de Banderas are being urged to use extra caution as rough surf and heavy rain continues to impact the region. Authorities say Mar de Fondo phenomenon remains active, generating waves between 1 to 2 meters high and creating dangerous rip currents along the coastline. Red flags remain in place at the area beaches. Intermittent to heavy rainfall has also increased water levels in the Amica River and local streams, prompting officials to warn residents not to attempt crossings. The Gayabayo, where you go, there's my pronunciation, crossing between San Jose de Valle and Ixtapa, Jalisco, remains closed, while other low-lying areas are under close monitoring. Civil protection officials say they remain on alert as the region enters a period of increased tropical storm and hurricane activity. Israel Torres shared this story with us, and now back to you, Jesse.
Yes, and back to the Vallarta area. I'm going to share a good idea for a Sunday. Why don't you make your Sunday count with a delicious brunch overlooking the Marina Vallarta Golf Club? You can enjoy a full breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. plus unlimited mimosas, just 435 pesos for adults and 285 for juniors. There's easy parking at Paseo de la Marina 430. You can reserve now at 322-221-0073 and treat yourself and your family this Sunday.
Does sound like a perfect Sunday morning to me. Now, from enjoying the natural beauty of Marina Vallarta to protecting the environment that makes this region so special, we turn now to a growing concern in Bahía de Banderas.
A shocking environmental issue has come to light in the Flamingos area of Bahía de Banderas, where sewage reportedly flowed through stormwater canals for months before officials finally stopped the discharge. Councilwoman and architect Citlali Huerta Peña revealed that the problem was halted by simply plugging a pipe that was allegedly releasing wastewater into a canal connected to the Keleli Lagoon and surrounding wetlands, home to turtles, fish, and other wildlife. The councilwoman criticized what she described as a lack of action by local water authorities, while officials have now filed a formal complaint with Mexico's Environmental Protection Agency to identify those responsible and apply possible sanctions. Residents, business owners, and environmental groups remain concerned about the long-term impact on one of Bahía de Banderas' most important tourism and ecological areas. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thank you, Maria. And as we've heard a few times tonight, protecting our environment is a shared responsibility, and we'll continue to follow developments in the Flamingos area. Now let's take a moment to recognize someone who helps us look our best right here on camera.
Oh yes, I want to do a special thank you to the talented Diego Cruz for helping us all look camera ready tonight. Diego, he's a professional makeup artist and skincare specialist with experience working for some of the world's leading luxury beauty brands. Whether it's a special event, wedding, photo shoot, or a little self-care, Diego knows how to bring out your best look. You can find him on Instagram, just think Makeup by Diego, or you can call 322-198-2021. Diego Cruz helping you look and feel your best.
Thanks again to Diego Cruz for helping us. I take a little more work, I think, to look and feel our best. All right, now we turn to a story about protecting something we all value in Puerto Vallarta. And once again, following the theme, it's our natural environment.
Protected wildlife area under investigation after closure seal is removed. An environmentally protected property along Avenida Mexico has raised new concerns after one of the official closure seals placed by federal environmental authorities was reportedly removed. The site, located next to the Guadalajara Highway, contains a lagoon that serves as habitat for protected wildlife. Authorities from Mexico's Environmental Protection Agency, Profepa, closed the area approximately 2 weeks ago after receiving an anonymous complaint alleging the lagoon had been completely drained. Inspectors placed closure notices on the property. However, one of those seals has since disappeared, which could represent a violation of federal regulations. In recent weeks, workers have been seen carrying out activities near the highway, and reports suggest the drainage may be linked to possible development plans for the land. The investigation remains ongoing as environmental concerns continue to grow over the future of this protected ecosystem. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
And I know we were very natural environment heavy tonight, as you know, but I mean, it's low season and we have this beautiful area and we all need to work together to maintain it. So there's a lot of stories just about like protecting our environment. It's an important thing.
Protect environment and World Cup.
And World Cup. Oh, and our makeup.
And our makeup.
That's right.
And by the way, Diego Cruz is here with us today. I wanted to say thank you for being here, for being, for cheering for us and for making us look great. So there's that. I guess we have to say goodbye.
We do have to say goodbye. Otherwise, we would just sit here for till next Monday with you with the cameras on us, and that would be weird. All right.
Enjoy the World Cup, and we will be back next Monday.
See y'all in a week.